UPS has dropped a bombshell, 20,000 jobs gone. And somehow Amazon's name is all over it, but this ain't a simple bad quarter situation. This is a power move, a calculated shift, and maybe a warning shot at every other delivery giant in the game. On Tuesday, UPS announced it's cutting 20,000 jobs this year, and that's not a typo. 20,000.
Oh my God!
And it's not some random trimming either. This follows last year's 12,000 job cuts, and it's part of a full-scale corporate reorganization. They're shutting down 73 buildings. That's not a tune-up. That's a complete engine swap. The reason? Lower package volume, specifically from Amazon, its biggest customer. Now, here's where it gets real. UPS didn't get dropped by Amazon. They pulled the plug themselves. UPS said we're good and intentionally reduced how much Amazon freight they carry. According to them, this was about revenue quality. Translation, Amazon's packages bring in less money, so UPS said we'd rather carry fewer boxes and make more per delivery. That's business logic, but when you lay off 20,000 people, it better be bulletproof. Now, what's crazy is Amazon actually offered UPS more volume. They said they were down to increase shipments, but UPS declined, respectfully. Amazon's like, all right, cool. We still rock with y'all, but we got options. And they do. Amazon's been beefing up its own delivery network with planes, vans, drones, you name it. Now, here's where the heat really kicks in. The Teamsters Union ain't playing. They've got a national contract with UPS that guarantees 30,000 jobs. So when UPS started trimming the fat, Teamsters president Sean O'Brien stepped in like, cut your corporate folks if you want, but don't come for our people. We'll fight. Now, this is the kind of battle that can get messy really quick, especially if UPS tries to touch union jobs. So far, UPS claims these cuts are on the management side, but if that changes, all out war. So what's UPS really trying to do? They brought in $21.5 billion in revenue last quarter. Yet, they're still squeezing costs like it's survival season. Why? Because profitability is king. CFO Brian Dykes laid it out. These actions will expand our operating margin. Translation, fewer buildings, fewer workers, bigger profit. And they're estimating $3.5 billion in savings for 25. Here's the kicker. They move 22.4 million packages per day. It's crazy volume. So even shaving a little bit off the cost per package means massive money saved. They're not downsizing because they're broke. They're doing it to protect their bag. But hold up. It's not just Amazon that's pressuring UPS. The bigger threat is global trade. New tariffs are hitting hard, and UPS moves 400,000 imported packages every single day. They've already warned that the U.S.-China beef could hurt their most profitable international lanes. And that's 11% of their total international revenue, just from China to U.S. routes. They're trying to bulletproof themselves. They even rolled out a tool called Global Checkout that breaks down tariffs, duties, and fees up front for customers. Smart move. But they're not the only ones catching heat. Amazon's under a lot of pressure too. After a report claimed they might start showing tariffs on product prices, the White House clapped back, calling it a political stunt. Amazon denied it, but the tension's there. So, what are we really looking at? UPS has shifted from massive volume to quality revenue. They're choosing higher margin deliveries over hauling Amazon's mountain of packages. They're consolidating, automating, and trimming anything that doesn't move the needle. But the trade-off? Thousands of people just lost their jobs. If you're a small business owner shipping with UPS or a worker in logistics, this is a warning. The industry is changing, and it's changing fast. Automation, consolidation, tariffs, union pressure, it's all hitting at once. UPS may be playing smart business chess, but if they overplay their hand, the very foundation they're built on, people might push back harder than they expected. It's Carl Anthony for Millions Made News. Peace.